What's good? I see the alert go one way. Once again, does not come here. It's crazy. People are not getting their notifications. It's nuts. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, we're here. Let's deal with it. It's the BMF. We're going to talk about episodes 3, 4, and 5. Well, the BMF series has definitely taken everything to a new light, a new day, a new era. As far as we're going back in a period piece, and that period piece is the 90s. Well, actually, the 80s. But you're getting ready to go into the era where cell phones wasn't really what it was. You had to make things happen by actually moving around and doing things. So it made things quite interesting back then. Quite interesting. So a lot of people who were making moves at that time were just doing things to be under their own umbrella, their own movement. And they wanted to move through their own energy. And for some reason, a lot of these things were not paramount at its time. And because it wasn't paramount, you had a lot of problems take place. You had a lot of snakes in the grass. And you're watching BMF is just one of those crews that's showing you that even during this point in time, you're looking at what Meech and Terry was going through. At this time, Terry is trying to recuperate from what had happened in the hospital. And you're seeing Lamar make his presence felt as he's trying to make himself the new boss by taking out the old bosses. Now that the old bosses is gone and he's running the 12th Street Boys, not everybody's really feeling him. You know, it's a bunch of young dudes over there who got their own set, even though they 12th Street, they got their own little clique. Now he's trying to be the OG that's gonna pave the way for them to make all this money. Now, you can see the friction right away. A bunch of young dudes are very optimistic of dealing with the old school way of doing things. And it's like, dude, you had your time. It's our time now. So you're seeing that take place also. You're seeing that divide. And it was only a matter of time before those two clash heads because he's thinking of 3 steps ahead while Lamar just thinks of the now. And to take it in the guerrilla style of they want some bad enough, take some, you know? And that only goes so far. And it people following you, they all fall down and they watched that happen to him before. So that they're looking back like we didn't seen this show. And I'm a businessman. And you find that out later on down the road, what's happening there. He's a businessman first. Money comes first. Now, what you also seen is that they're growing tired of Pat. Pat is taxing them extra and they're making their money and they come in correct with Pat, but Pat is, in other words, slipping. He's getting high on his own supply. Plus, he's kind of like a dinosaur in the game and ain't got nobody really moving for him like these boys is moving for him. And he want them under him, working with him right now. But Pat can't give them what they want when they want it. They got to wait around till Pat can get it. So he got to get them what they get, what he got. And it's like, look, move this. And that's like, wait a minute, this is not what we want. You know what I'm saying? So when you in a situation with different type of people and they're all in the same circle, Pat got product. It's just coming in slower than what they want, and that's not gonna get it. They ready to grow. Pat want them to stay under his thumb forever because the longer he keep them under his thumb, the more money he can make. There's a lot of different elements taking place that just don't make any sense. So, same time, you're dealing with Terry's situation at home. Terry is still lying to his mom. Terry is lying to the mom and telling her that he has nothing to do with the business and it's Meech, and they're believing it. They don't believe Terry's out there doing it too. They want to believe it's just Meech. So the mother and father having a divide about taking money from Meech because they know where it's coming from and it's not good money, even though he paid the mortgage for them to keep the house. The dad would rather them lose the house and be out on the streets rather than take money from each. So his sense of pride was hurt. So he moved out the house, and the mom is upset. He gets up and move out. Now at the same time, they trying to get with a new connect and move in a new direction because Pat is once Meech saw Pat take that hit, and all tweaked out and getting high on his own supply, breaking the rules. He taught them. It's nothing like seeing somebody that you look up to breaking the rules, getting all sauced. You're going to look at them in a certain way that's not going to make sense to you. You're going to go, wait, this ain't making any sense to me right now. This does not look good. Okay, hold on one second. Well, Meech want to grow, but they need a bigger connect. So one of the guys that was cool with Pat decides, "Hey, I got you. Don't worry. Just keep coming this way, and we got you." So as long as they're pulling this, they all for it. Now, everybody who was towing the line, in actuality, like his own crew, is starting to fall apart as we're seeing what's happening. And what's transpiring is the fact that you have what's transpiring is that you have different views of what's going on. Even in the crew, you seeing Meech always got his trigger happy right hand man who got him in this grease. You know, he can't really trust him. And then you see the girl, there's leverage on her. Oh, the underpaid, so I lost that one. Shoot. Uh, well, it's just like this. When you see when you see somebody playing the other side, like the girl, I forgot her name, but she's not, you know, Lamar got some ties on her. He's wearing her down. She felt like she owes him. And because he knew her dad, that's the only her dad was a stand-up dude. It's the only reason like he's letting her rock the way she's rocking. But how long can she play this in the middle stuff? Because this middle stuff ain't working out. Now there's plenty of people that's like in the way. And you see them all the time. And you're like, man, they just in the way. I've always looked at things from a different point of view. Like I said, the BMF series is very well done. After the second episode is probably the worst to me out of the whole thing. Ever since then, it's been rolling. It's been rolling in the right direction as far as the direction, the story, the pacing. Everything seems to be working the way it should be. Now, we've seen Lamar use the strategy of since he knew about the burgers and the stone burgers and all that stuff and it seems like Meach comes up, he's the brains of the operation. Terry is more of the business side. He has the business acumen of the business. He got that to the T. Him and Meach seem to have that under control, but there's also another factor that people seem to miss is that Terry hasn't really, he's got like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's not 10 toes down, but seems like when he gets 10 toes down, you're gonna see something explode. Well, is it the best show on television right now? Probably. I just watched Melo shoot an air ball for three to tie the game. OKC just trying to lose the game back to the Lakers. Well, tonight was Bizarro night. Yeah, when I finished the series, I haven't finished the Wu Tang season yet. So after they robbed the spot, get the location of where the work was, they robbed the spot, and Big L won't work with nobody but Terry because Meech is flashy, and you can see the way he acts in the club, and he's like, man, you just wow, you know. And that should do it. It's a 4-point game now. The Lakers are gonna lose. This is just to mess up everybody else. All that beeping and blooping, that's YouTube trying to tell me everything's working accordingly, which it is not. Lakers going home in the first round. Taking TV is something else, man. That's crazy. Lakers going home in the first round. Oh, and there's a steal. And that'll close the game out. Still in the dunk. Oh, and it's a fight breaking out. Yep, Russ is thrown. Russ is out the game. Talking about some don't do that. Yep, here come Russ. He's got to go. Get out of here. Russ, Russ get thrown out of LKC. Oh, trying to hate on the young dude. Man, Russ, don't do that. Man, you just lost to the young boys. Don't worry. You used to be in the building. Now the young boys then did you in. See that? What you talking? Don't do that. Cause he dunked the basketball. Awesome. Don't do that. Don't dunk the basketball. You can dunk the basketball if you want to. Yeah, they're gonna get you up out of here. He didn't do anything. He's a young kid that's excited to be in the game. He dunked the ball. So what? He can do what he want to do. What's up?
What up, Sino?
Nothing much. Just watching the end of this game. We was talking about the BMF series,
Yeah.
but moving on to where they at now. The family was trying to sue to get the money back for the Terry's eye, and they bringing up his crime history and all this stuff. So
Hmm.
they're gonna bring all this up to a forefront if they go to court. Like even they try to get it now, they ready to settle for 25,000.
Oh, so gotta be his decision.
Yep.
Mm.
So it's up to him if he wants to take the money or not, or go to court. But by them sticking around, it makes it worse for them. Like it makes it worse for all the other, all that other business that they got going on. They trying to make transitions and move into other areas. This is not going to be good for them. So
Yeah, I saw the episode. It was
yeah, me's taking the girl around for a ride or
yeah,
whatever. You
kidnapped
know,
her.
yeah, and that was not cool, and it was desperate times. So he felt this was the moment he needed to shine, and he couldn't do it. And he needed to. They needed that money up for Big L, and that was the way they get it back. Had to get that product back.
Hmm.
So I was with it. I watched Lamar and his crew fall apart.
Yeah, because I mean, one of the leaders is gone. So
Yeah, it was pretty much a wrap after that. But
yeah,
I'm looking at it from more angles of the problems, the way Detroit is set up in the D, and how the city is. Man, it's gonna cause a war. I mean, after that, things can't go back. It's like stepping on a lion's neck. Once you take your foot off, it's on. Whenever
right,
you got your foot up. And sure enough, now it's gonna be war in the streets. Ain't nobody gonna be safe. Families gotta be moved around with security. It's gonna be crazy.
right.
Now, with all this being done, you got the police watching all of it and ready to lock anybody up. So Street Lords, rest in peace, Blade Icewood. Okay. Whatever that means. OKC, yeah. I'm down with OKC. Yeah, you
You
know
know
me.
me.
Yeah, today was like upset day. Everybody was upset. Brooklyn Nets, like it's just a mess right now. The way the league is. So the Bucks lost, Brooklyn lost, the Lakers lost.
Oh, so yeah.
It was just a mess. Even without Siakam, who had a DNP, It's a lot of stuff that went on today that just made no sense.
Mm.
So I'm seeing the next episode. It's gonna be crazier because they got too much stuff going on right now.
Yeah, because now the mother found out that she has two drug dealers.
Yeah, Terry and them
Mhm.
was all in there, and it was the fact that Terry lied to her face.
Mm.
She asked him directly, Terry, you sure? And he just lied. So Terry was the one they trusted, like he was the good son. And Meech,
Right.
took the weight because in the beginning, it's in the first episode, it was you found out that was Terry's gun, and Meech took the heat for having the gun in there. They just automatically knew it was Meech's gun, and that was Terry's gun. So Meech took the weight for that, so that Terry could be the good son. So just goes to show you, what brothers would do for each other.
Right. Mm. Yeah, well, yeah, that the mother founder and also the people the more crew finna turn their back against him. Mm.
Yeah, because see, at the end of the day, people were businessmen. They knew, like, look, we just not doing this to go beat somebody up because they in a different crew than us and all that. They trying to make money. So if it's like, look, if we can make some money doing this and that, then we can make some money. Let's make this money.
Mm-hmm.
Upset day. Let me see. The Pelicans, they covered the spread. The Hornets, they didn't cover the spread. Man, everybody took a hit today. I was betting over on this because I knew this thing was looking funky. I said this thing ain't looking too good today. I'm about to bet the over unders.
Yeah, yeah, it was looking bad. It was looking bad.
Yeah. So anyway, man, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Just wanted to talk about it for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get things set over here. And thank you for showing up. YouTube is still trying to fix stuff over here. So while they doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get everything situated over here
All right, man.
on my end and try to get stuff fixed. All right, I'm gonna holler at you. Bye, y'all.